Alright, so the point of this run is basically just money farming, making sure little hatchet, pistol, KS-23 boys aren't stealing all my LEDXs and graphics cards. Yeah. So let's see what we can do here. I hope that PK doesn't mess up the recording too bad. There can be people who spawn over to our right, so I'm just making sure I check that. I don't get lasered. Come in here, look, take key isn't open. Make sure no one's hiding in these rooms. No LEDX. For right now, I'm always searching computers because CPUs are like 80 to 100K. CPU fans are 40 to 60K. I mean, computers are just money right now. Check 107 for, I think there's a blue card that can spawn in here. Graphics cards can spawn there. LEDXs can spawn here. I've never found one there, but who knows? We got the key, might as well check it. Check behind this door, nothing, wow. Okay. No graphics cards or Tetrises, no gold spawn, awesome. Okay. Check red card. It's not there. Head back this way. So this is, I think that's like storeroom key, I think it's what it's called. You can also get the key to this door, which is like East 323 or something like that. But they both get in, you can get in either way. Check this guy. He can spawn bitcoins and gold chains and stuff in his ear. So always make sure you check in his ear. This room just has weapon attachments. You can find some good stuff in here every once in a while. Night vision can spawn on the ground. Where that mag just spawned. Just PS in there. I always like to check weapon boxes. You can get lucky, find a like a pistol grip that's worth a lot, something like that. Worth 80 to 100K, one slot, you know. Thought I heard somebody. Check 313. You can also get 314. They connect LEDXs, ophthalmoscope spawn up top there. You can go into 314. There's just a weapon crate and then some bartering spawns like flyers and shit on the table. This has gold spawns on both of these tables. Just a Veritas pick this time. You get lions and bitcoins and stuff like that. Head over here. I'm hitting 306. You can also hit 308. They both unlock the same. They connect to each other. It's also a quest key to get that. There's a gyroscope there. With these PCs. Yeah, the gyroscope spawns in that. There's a food spawn here. It also semi-frequently spawns moonshine. So I would be checking that. Also, I always check all the med bags and crates because they spawn ophthalmoscopes and saline solution, ACL, pretty common. So it's a good little one-slot items. Come down to second. This is 206. You can get 205 right there. Once again, they connect. There's a gold spawn on that little wooden this thing right here next to that comb. So I usually just find like chainlets or gold chains there. Gold spawn in here. Nice little roller. Nice. Take the ibuprofen out for that. Alrighty, so now that we're done with this, painkiller ran out. I'm going to pop the golden star because we're going to be... Actually, let's use the... let's use an ibuprofen here. We got water, might as well. I just use the ibuprofen to craft Propital in my hideout, so it doesn't have to be full 15 out of 15, so I might as well use it instead of my golden star. Golden stars are expensive. Running across here. Kind of bobbing and weaving, don't want to get shot. Haven't heard anybody though, no scavs, nothing. So this is 203 on the west wing now. Get some med spawns on that table between those chairs. We'll grab that because we popped an ibuprofen. I've heard red card spawns there. I don't know, I've never seen a video of anybody finding it there, but I've just heard it. So, I mean, I just look at it, and it doesn't take you more than a second to check, so can't hurt. And usually, if I'm not full, like completely full energy and hydration, anything I find in raid, I just eat or drink because it levels up your metabolism skill. And when you level up your metabolism skill, the less you have to eat and drink in raid, so it can help you out if you actually need food and water. It'll last longer, and you'll get higher bonuses from it. So this is 216. You get Tetris and graphics card spawn there. Ammo can spawn here. Sometimes you can get like some 995, M61, SS190. All that stuff found in raid sells for a lot, or you can just keep it and use it if it's ammo you use often. And then some of the biggest things about making money is a lot of people go in like hatchling or pistol, shotgun, and they don't bring a backpack or a rig or anything. And it's like, yeah, you may not. Red card can spawn there, so I checked that. This is it's shooting the distance. This is 218, which connects to like 221 and stuff. You can get any one of these, but and so yeah, they bring in like pistols or shotguns and don't bring any sort of bag carry anything, and they just go for graphics cards, Tetrises, and LEDXs. And it's like, while those do cost a lot of money, and are great to find, I think it's much more worth bringing in actual gear and being able to defend yourself if you do run into somebody, and having an actual backpack and rig so that you can actually fit all the loot. You don't get, you see people like Willards, or you guys probably don't know them, but Destroyer Project, who have literally hundreds of millions of rubles, and they pick up everything. They don't just pick up high value items. They pick up everything that has any sort of value. I mean, anything with 10 to 15k worth of loot. I mean, you got a backpack and a Tac 2. It's got 35 slots. So you pick up 35 slots worth of stuff that's 10k. I mean, you do the math. So, and that's just, that's on the low end, 350k for a backpack full of stuff that's just 10k. And 90% of the time, 10k a slot is not a good run. So, I got the roller, but all this stuff, you fill this backpack up and you're going to have a lot of money. So, blue card can spawn here. This is 112. Also another quest item, or quest key. Let me rearrange some stuff here. Also, I like just trying to search everything I can because I'm trying to hit max search skill, so I can search 2 things at the same time. I'm only at level 36, but... Alright, and so then we're still in West Wing. I like to check this room. You can spawn green batteries, duct tape, which used to be worth a lot. Plex, 15, 20k a slot. You can find propane, a bunch of other good bartering. Power banks, which are 200k right now. Red card spawns there. Check the stuffle bag. Alright, and then we're gonna head up to 3rd. We're gonna hit 306 here. This is also another quest key. Keep these dead scavs in here. I found a lot of times this room is kind of useless, but I have found some really good stuff in these scavs. They can spawn just about anything in the game. So you can find graphics cards in there. I found a armor. I got a hex script from one of those scavs the other day. So I always just like to check it. It doesn't take very long to run right past it. Check that. I like to sit in that bush and wait for you to unlock this door and shoot you. LEDXs can spawn there. Graphics card and Tetrises spawn down here. Sometimes you can't see them. They're underneath the carpet, so you kind of got to double check. LEDXs can spawn there and there. Kind of got unlucky this raid with LEDX and graphics and Tetris spawns. There's a flash drive sticking out of that computer. Haven't seen that in ages. These sorts of green boxes here can actually spawn red rebels. So, I've never found one in there, but I always check it. And then we are going to... Oh, I pre-painked already. So we're going to do this. Jump off here. Sprint, land on that, and you can jump here. Don't break your legs. Careful though, because if Sanitar and his boys are chilling in here, they will just obliterate you through the windows. I always check these safes. You can find rollers and stuff in them, so they're always good to check. Rollers, bitcoins, lines. Now, since we're getting towards the end of our looting thing, the end of our raid, I'm just kind of picking up, you know, anything that to fill up the rest of my slots. Graphics cards and touches can spawn there, so check that. Actually, can this go on? That can go on there. That gives me an extra slot. Graphics and touchers can spawn there and there. So yeah, like I could have just brought in a, you know, a shotgun and a small rig or something, but like, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of anything like really valuable besides the roller and the ophthalmoscope this raid. So I mean, while yes, it's riskier or less risky, and you know, have a chance of not losing as much gear, at the same time you limit yourself to how much money you can make because you just don't have the room to fit in. Check these last couple PCs and then we'll head out. We're gonna eat that. Then we spawned over by Road to Customs, so we got tunnel. Oh, also, Ludexes and ophthalmoscopes and stuff spawned there. That's why I checked that earlier. I just heard something, but it's probably a scav. So I'm gonna go check to see if rock passage is here. I'll just scav something over here. Whatever scav you live today. We're gonna check to see if tunnel's here, or rock passage is here. If not, head to tunnel. There's a scav there. I like shooting them just because you get the extra XP, so rock passage isn't here. You gotta run all the way to tunnel this raid. Which is never fun. Oh, somebody opened that. So you gotta be careful, because there has been... It's probably a player scav, I'm assuming, if there's still a scav there. You kind of gotta be careful here. Let's see. Run painkillers for another 16 seconds, so we'll repop. Where did ibuprofen go? We'll repop an ibuprofen here, just in case we start getting shot at. And then let our stand kind of regain. Now you do have to be careful if you're doing nighttime shoreline. Shoreline can spawn cultists. So there's a couple cultist spawns that I've run into. There's the one by power station, by the there's some scavs over here sometimes.
Yes, служивый!
I'm really glad that scav zeroed out my leg. But yes, there's a there's cultist spawns by the power station at the little cliff there, the spine rock, closer to tunnel side. They'll just sit in those bushes there. They're really difficult to see if you don't have a thermal, so I wouldn't try to fight them without a thermal. They will just mow you down and kill you. There's no killing them without a thermal. And then They also spawn on the edge of the map over there. I didn't know that, and one raid I was trying to leave after a night Shoreline raid, and yeah, I got killed by cultists that are just laying prone in the grass over there, basically against the wall at the edge of the map. And I knew they spawned over by the like church and stuff over here, but I was not aware that they spawned like on the wall, so you gotta be careful with that while leaving, which is why I no longer run completely against the wall when I am going to town back. And then just another tip, the reason I tag those scavs, like I went up to their bodies and like inspected them, is because you get additional searching and looting XP, and so that helps level up your search skill as well, and just gives you more XP in general. So you'll see in the bottom right, like how it says treatment experience when I heal. When you go up and tag those scavs, it will say like looting experience, and it will give you a number, and you get that XP at the end of the raid. And so you know, you do that over 500, 600, 1,000 raids. You know, all that XP adds up to hundreds of thousands. So it's a good idea to do that. We're just going to regain some stam here, finish healing. And then, oh, you do have to be careful running past those cottages. Sanitar can spawn there. He will also mess you up. But you can stop there if you want to loot. There's a cottage back entrance key you have for a quest. And there's a couple safes in both those houses. The one spawns unlocked, and then the other one you need the cottage back entrance key for. It's a couple 100k right now just because of the quest, but and then I always just kind of double check up here. I've had a couple people evac camp up there, sit there with DVLs and stuff, so just make sure you're watching it. So yeah, that's my Shoreline loot run. Got some decent amount of stuff, and yeah, saw nobody. So it's usually pretty uncontested. Every once in a while you find the occasional pistol hatchling, and then, you know, very rare you actually get somebody with any gear. But yeah, I just like to do that, and yeah, that's my little guide for you.